So, the thing about pin-up looks is they're supposed to look poster perfect, picture perfect almost. So what we need to do to begin with is take your concealer, which is the exact shade you need, and pop it all over the eye. Because this is a really good way to mattify and prime all over the eye, and to get it to the right colour. As you can see now, that's already a bit lighter than the other, and it's kind of opened the eye out a bit. Let me just do the other eye. I'm taking my inspiration from that cool Christina Aguilera video, the Candyman one, where she looks just beautiful, and that is a perfect example of a pin-up look. So there, I've pretty much lightened the eye area so that it's the right sort of colouring, and that we have very little, you can't see the crease. I've sort of got rid of any shadowing from my crease. What we're going to do is pretty much put it back in, but with a different colour. Just pop a bit of translucent powder over that. That just keeps it nice and set so that it doesn't go in the creases. You can use your mineral foundation powder as well, that's really useful. Now I'm going to take Shroom by MAC and put that all over the eyelid. I'm using a fairly large sort of blending brush because I just want it to go all over the eye, and that really adds a bit of illumination but not too much shimmer, because the thing about pin-up looks is there wasn't very much shimmer going on. It was all about just having those amazing eyelids, very Marilyn Monroe. So what we've done is we've added a bit of shimmer, basically here, to really lighten that eye area, and here, and under the eyebrow bone. The next thing to do is take a pencil brush, which is a bit like this, so it's fairly thick, but it's tapered at the edge. And take a brown, I'm going to use this one, which is Satin Taupe by MAC, but any sort of brown, and carefully load up. Find your crease, so open your eye and slightly where, just above the crease is where we want to put it. I'm going to look down, I'm going to put it here and just shade it gently. There we go, take it to the end. Now don't worry about that for the moment, it looks like a weird smudge, but we're going to give it a good blend. Do the same on the other side, look and see where it is. There. Just pop in a dark brown just here. Then take your blending brush and just gently blend it away to nothing. Absolutely nothing. Backwards and forwards and slightly upwards. Blend it to nothing. Just really gently, doesn't matter how long it takes to spend the time on blending that down. Absolutely nothing. There, so you can barely see that. So once it's blended, just take a tiny bit more and go right into the crease and just put a very slightly more bold stripe, really gently. Same on the other side. Just like this. Just need to be really gentle when doing this, because you don't need a lot. And we've avoided the eyelid. I'm just going to come in to the outer corner of it to just join it up. Give that another blend if you need to. Just make sure the colour is nice and even, like this. So I've come in quite close now, because the next thing I'm going to do is take some liquid liner and a good liner brush. This one is really good because it's very tapered. And I'm just taking the liquid liner applicator and loading up the brush. Just as much as it needs. Now, take it, it's pretty thick on this line. So I'm going to first go in close to the lashes, just to make sure that they are all done properly and that there are no gaps in between. Then you want a really thin line to meet up with the rest of the lashes, like so. And I haven't gone all the way in. Just want a really nice line. And then we're going to start thickening this line. Up my brush again. And carry on. Take your time doing this bit. Just really gentle strokes. Like this. I've just gone to where the lashes finish, then begin to thicken this up. You can decide how thick you want to make it. Wing it out if you like. I'm slightly going to wing mine out. Here we go. Go along the lashes. If you like. You know, I actually find doing eyeliner like this easier on someone else. Okay, just dotting, so I'm filling in between the lashes. Like that. There we go. So just wipe off any excess like this, because you often get too much on the brush, and that is what is going to give you clumps. Just give it a nice coating. Use false ones if you like. It's a very simple look. It's one of my favourites. I went to a makeup and bridal show at the weekend, and this is what I wore. It's funny, as a makeup artist, you think we'd be sort of wearing an awful lot of makeup so that people could see what we can do, but actually I sometimes think the best kind of makeup is the most simple but striking. Right, so we are done with the eyes. The last thing to do, really, with the eyes is just do the, take a pencil or some eyeshadow and just do your eyes, because this look demands quite bold eyebrows. So I normally take a kohl pencil, or you can use a liner brush and eyeshadow to the colour that you want your eyebrows to be. First take the bottom line, so a gentle, I mean really gentle stroke, just underneath, like that, to define that part. Same on the other side. So we've defined the underside, and just sort of blend it upwards, and then go to the top part find the top, same on this side, and then gently fill in. I'm really using very, very gentle strokes. And finally the end bit. This is entirely optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. And now I'm going to move on to the lips. I have a red liner pencil here. Really good tip for red lipstick because it can be a bit of a nightmare. First, line the lips. So a good outline. I might zoom into this one. So, lining the lips. And I've put a bit of foundation over my lips as well. That just gives us another really good base. Now, once you've lined your lips, fill it in with a pencil. And this is a wonderful base because it's not going to move as much as lipstick. There we go. A good foundation for your lipstick. I tend not to go outside. You can slightly exaggerate, but use your best judgment. See, at the bottom, I've gone slightly over and almost under to accentuate the bottom. And on the top, slightly over, not an awful lot. Now I've got some red lipstick here. Any red lipstick will do, whatever suits you. And the trouble with red lipstick is it's not very forgiving. So take your time. Now I love red lipstick, but I just, you just have to be so much more careful because it's so noticeable if it smudges. Or sometimes if you bite an apple, it's impossible in red lipstick. There, and just give it a little, if it's gone over, not too bad. So blot and apply another one, another coat. What time to do that right now? Assume I've done it. And then I'm just going to take a red gloss. Just take a little tiny bit and pop it there and there. Just in the sort of centre of the mouth, because that's going to make your lips look bigger. And also, you don't kind of want goop collecting in the corners. And the last thing to do is to take a nice bit of blusher. I've got this beautiful crimsony one from Nouba. It's number 50 and it's their Blushon Bubble. And you get quite a lot in there, so it's quite good value. So gently load up your brush and find your cheekbone, there's mine, and just sort of go under and up the tiniest bit first. I always find with red, with a very red, you have to go quite easy. What we're trying to do is just accentuate, oh I can't get all words out, the cheek. So I'm using a cheek brush and just gently, almost tickling the cheekbone, just up and under, and then bring it in basically to about where your eye finishes. You don't need it really anywhere else. Take some more if you need to. Literally just tickling the cheekbone underneath. You can poke it and flick it up, and that's where your blusher should go. Take it to where your eye finishes, just here. And there we have it. Remove any excess and then give it a really good blend so that it blends away to nearly nothing. Well, I hope you liked that Valentine's pin-up look. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon.